Bible quote in.
I don't handle dying against blasphemous.
Andre, KD has scored a lot of points for you guys lately. You had a lot more balance in your offense today. What difference does that make for you guys?
I think he just made the basketball plays. You know, they're seeing how efficient he is, so they're trying to get the ball out of his hands as much as possible. And we just got to be ready to step up. Moving the ball to the open guy and making a basketball play. What the game says, that's what you do. If it's shoot, and if it's pass. You know, if it's screen. And you know that's a basketball philosophy that has gotten away from the game.
Topic of the defensive efforts tonight, forcing all those Houston turnovers in the first half.
Yeah, it's interesting. You know, a lot of talk has gotten away from the actual game, and it would make you a little reluctant to be aggressive on the ball and with your hands and deflections. But you know, I feel like we had some really good rotations, sprint outs, run guys off the line, and standing and play. We still can do a better job. They had a little spurt there in the second quarter where they got some offensive rebounds to help them stay in the game when we got up 10. And those turnovers that we force help us get in transition, and they can't set their defense.
You got a couple of dugs today off of lobs from Draymond. And that play's been very effective for you guys, it seems like. Can you describe sort of what you're seeing and when you cut to the hoop and maybe the exhilaration of a play like that?
Well, it's just making a basketball play. You know, either Steph or KD in pick and roll situations, and you know, of course, they want the ball out their hands, and they're going to double, and you know, the defenses try to exploit what they think is our weakness, and that'll be leaving myself and Draymond open, and we usually have a 2-on-1, and you know, I know where to be, and he knows where to be, and we know how to connect, and it's just something we've been able to build over the last couple of years. It's turning what some would say is a weakness into a strength.
The energy that you've played with these first series against Houston, how much of that, if any, comes from the fact that you weren't able to get them for 4 games last time, you weren't able to play that whole series?
It doesn't have anything to do with the past. You know, just try to control what you control, and injuries are something that you can't really avoid. You can't think about it. You just got to keep pushing, playing hard as you can. They're just a part of the game, and you know, making the most out of every opportunity that I have on the court.
After the game, Steve kind of marveled at the fact that, like he said, you don't look 35 when you make explosive plays like that. Mm-hmm. How important has it been for you later in your career to maintain athleticism, and how have you managed to do it? Has it been treatment, stuff like that? What's been sort of your secret to staying on that court?
Honestly, I mean, it's just personal opinions. Just got really good genes. Like, you know, got really good genes. Protecting the genes, though, at the same time, you know, watching what you put in the body, you know, sleep. I drink a lot of water. I don't drink anything but water. It's played a big role as far as what I intake. I have philosophies on what the body needs, and it's helping me. So that's just my personal thing.
Sandra, how much was made of the officiating after game 1? What was, I guess, discussed about how to approach tonight and not allowing that to be such a thing?
I saw a really good quote by Michael Jordan. It was post-game. Social media has a huge impact on our game because, you know, the game thrives when there's a lot of conversation, there's a lot of eyes on the game, and then social media can be a second layer of eyeballs, you know, within the game, and then after the games are over and in between the breaks, that keeps kind of the excitement of the game. And you see a lot of videos and a lot of things, and I saw you try to stay away from it, but you know, I try to find, you know, true basketball quotes or plays, highlight videos of players that I respect. Michael Jordan is one of them, and I think it was after the game, they said, what did he say to the team? He said, leave the refs alone, just shut up and play. The referees are doing the best they can, and they shouldn't have an impact on how you approach it or what you're thinking about. You just got to play. So, you know, I didn't have a chance to say that to the team, but I feel like if it's, you know, one person, anything they say, it's 100% correct, and he's that guy.
Jericho hardly played in the postseason, Jonas, and he comes in tonight. Can you talk about what he did for you guys in a short period?
I thought he would have played first game. You know, he's keeping himself ready. He's been a true professional for us. He wants to help. He wants to produce, and sometimes he tries too hard. But you can never be upset at a guy trying too hard. And he knows how to play the game. You know, he's in the right spots, and he's really confident in his shot. But he's an excellent rebounder. You saw tonight he had a bunch of rebounds. You know, he had some good offensive rebounds, gave us some second opportunities, and then he's a threat, space on the floor. So, you know, I look forward to him to, you know, fixing some of his mishaps and continue to stay confident when his opportunity comes.
Harden only got to the line 9 times tonight. What was the key to defending him and not fouling?
9 times still a lot. You know, that's still a lot of foul shots for one player. But I think we just try to keep from putting ourselves in a position that he can draw the foul on us. You know, he's very crafty at drawing the whistle, and you got to adjust the way the game's being called. And, you know, best way is to go through experiences where you know, you get your hand in the cookie jar and keep getting caught, and eventually you got to stop putting your hand in that situation.
Do you ever feel irritated, hopefully playfully, when people marvel at what you're doing at age 35, considering all the work you've done to do this?
I don't know. It's almost over. Like, soon it's over. So I'm just having fun. I think that's the big thing for me, is just try to have as much fun as possible or find joy in it. My joy comes from watching KD, watching Steph, watching Clay. Clay had a huge, like 2 huge rebounds. He came up with a loose ball. He's in the right place. They threw a lob to Capella, and he came out the corner and got a steal late in the game and got fouled. Those are championship plays. When you see guys having growth, that's when I find joy. So the game has changed a little bit. It's kind of getting further away from my strength. So, you know, I just try to find ways to have fun, and this team has been good for me to be on.
Why do you say it's almost over?
My brain is exhausted.
You're the player leading all players in the postseason in dunks. Do you feel that on your body?
No, it's been good. You know, one thing I can say is we've had a really good strength and conditioning team since I've been here, like all 6 years. You know, and I still have a relationship with each and every one of them. I can name them all. We still communicate, from Mike and KK to Chelsea, to the crew we have now, Bergie and Yoder and Long Lamb. That's his real name. And Roger and Grace. Everybody's been, like, really awesome. And as much as I'm dedicated, being there every single day, they're dedicated to continuing to learn different things and being open-minded. If I bring them some concept to say, you study this, does it work? I've had really great relationships with all those people, and they've helped me extend my career. So I don't think I would be in a situation without the ownership in our front office going out and looking for top talent in that department.
Andre, what do you guys see in terms of your offensive rebounding opportunities? It seems like, especially with Houston being one of the lesser defensive rebounding teams in the league, that's been a point of emphasis for you and Draymond especially.
Yeah, well, that's something that doesn't show up in stat sheet or doesn't show up in the naked eye. Is how much attention that Steph, Clay, and KD draw. They draw so much attention that it leaves opportunities to get offensive rebounds, and they shoot the ball so well. It usually comes off soft off the rim, and then, like I said, Draymond and I have 2-on-1. Guy can't box out both of us, so, you know, we have that advantage.
Thank you.
Thanks, Andre.